Hello there and welcome back. We've got a math problem here. 7 plus 7 times 0 plus 7. This one seems to be breaking Facebook a lot as well. It's a very, very simple problem, but I'm seeing some repeatable incorrect answers on this. So let's go through it together if you're not sure. Let's check it out. First of all, hopefully most of you realize that multiplication has precedence over addition and subtraction, and that's true without parentheses. I know a lot of people say, well, if you don't have parentheses, you just solve left to right, and that has never been true. All right, multiplication is repeated addition. So let's jump right into this one. This one's very simple. 7 plus 7 times 0 plus 7. Multiplication, again, has precedence. So 7 times 0 is solved first. 7 times 0 is what? It's 0. All right, so you're left with 7 plus 0 plus 7. And the answer, the only correct answer that there has ever been, and that's 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, it's 14. And now I know there are people out there who are saying it's 7. There's other people who are saying it's 21. And I'm going to deal with each of those groups one at a time. First of all, let's deal with the people who think it's 7. Well, what they don't understand is that you actually need parentheses to get 7. You'd have to put parentheses around 7 plus 7. Parentheses are grouping symbols that would tell us to do this addition first. The parentheses would tell us to add 7 plus 7 first, then multiply 14 by 0, which gives you 0. 14 times 0 is 0. Then you would add 7, and then you would have 7 here. But this isn't what you do. There are no parentheses in this problem. It's just 7 plus 7 times 0 plus 7. The multiplication has precedence, not this addition. So 7 is wrong. It's always been wrong. All right. Again, 7 and 21 are wrong and always have been wrong. All right, let's go to 21. 21 indicates that you do not understand how to multiply by 0. And this one really stunned me the first few times I saw it, but I keep seeing this over and over and over. There's some mathematics pages on Facebook that post this problem all the time, and the number of people who think it's 21 really stuns me. You don't know how to multiply by 0. 7 times 0 is 0. 0 times 7 is also 0. Um, I don't really understand this. I think what's happening is people are confusing multiplication with addition. 7 plus 0 is 7. 7 times 0 is 0. And I think it's really a breakdown in the understanding of what multiplication is. A multiplication is a mathematical operation that gives the total number of items when equal groups are combined. It can be understood as adding the same number again and again. When you have something here, let's go back to 7 times 0. What does that mean? I know a lot of people will say, well, if I have 7 apples and I multiply those 7 apples by 0, I still have my 7 apples, not 0 apples. Did they disappear? Did they evaporate into thin air? That is the exact reasoning that these people use. And I'm telling you, it's the truth. They do. And it's really sad. What they don't understand is that that's not what multiplication is. Multiplication is about grouping. If I have 7 apples and I put 7 apples in one bag, how many apples have I grouped into a bag? 7 times 1 is 7. If I have 7 apples and I put them in no bags, I put them in 0 bags. 7 times 0 is 0. I've put 0 apples in bags. I don't care if I have 7 apples. I haven't grouped any of them in a bag. So the answer is 0 apples in a bag. That's what multiplication means, and that's where people are losing it here. And just another example, the 4 times 3 is the same thing as adding 4 3 times. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. It's all this is saying is 4 times 3 is saying take 3 groups of 4. We've got 4 dots in each group. Those all equal 12. Again, if I had 4 times 0, I'm saying I've got 4 green dots. I'm grouping them in 0 groups. Well, how many 4s have I grouped? I've grouped 0. That's what multiplication is, all right? So I hope that's been helpful. If it has, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.